Deep in the mountains of Japan, scientists discovered something that challenged everything we thought we knew about aging and muscle loss. Elderly villagers in their 80s and 90s were carrying water uphill, climbing stairs effortlessly, and maintaining strength that seemed impossible without gym workouts or protein supplements. When researchers from Kyoto University investigated, they uncovered a secret so powerful that pharmaceutical companies tried to suppress the findings. These elders were consuming specific vegetables that contained compounds capable of stimulating muscle repair at rates 2,000% higher than eggs. One vegetable even reactivated dormant muscle fibers in seniors who hadn't exercised in years. Blood samples revealed boosted mitochondria, accelerated protein synthesis, and dramatically reduced inflammation markers almost overnight. It was as if these vegetables unlocked a biological reset switch hidden inside aging muscles. Today, we're revealing the 5 mysterious vegetables that build muscle faster than eggs, ranked from least to most powerful. And the number 1 vegetable contains a compound that Japanese researchers say can actually reverse age-related muscle loss in just 8 weeks. Let's dive into number 5. A humble green that doubled muscle repair speed in clinical studies. Green peas pack an incredible 8 grams of complete protein per cup, but what makes them extraordinary for older adults is their high concentration of branch-chain amino acids, particularly leucine. Research from the University of Birmingham shows leucine is the single most important trigger for muscle protein synthesis in people over 70. Aging muscles become what scientists call anabolic resistant, meaning they need a stronger signal to start building new tissue. Peas deliver that signal in a form that's incredibly easy for your digestive system to process. Unlike heavy animal proteins that sit in your stomach for hours, PEA protein enters your bloodstream within 20 to 30 minutes, compared to 3 to 4 hours for beef or chicken. The best way to maximize their muscle-building potential is to eat them slightly mashed or blended into soups, because breaking down the cell walls releases more amino acids. Fresh or frozen peas work equally well, but avoid canned peas as processing destroys about 40% of the amino acid content. Try adding a full cup of peas to your lunch or dinner, and if you want to supercharge their effect, combine them with vitamin C sources like bell peppers or tomatoes, which studies show can increase protein absorption by up to 25%. Peas are also loaded with arginine, an amino acid that improves blood flow to your muscles, delivering nutrients exactly where you need them for growth and recovery. For those over 70, aim for at least 1 cup of peas 5 times per week, spread throughout different meals to maintain a steady stream of muscle-building amino acids in your system. Number 4 is spinach, and this dark leafy green contains something German researchers found can increase muscle mass by up to 20% in just 10 weeks. Spinach doesn't just contain iron. It contains a natural compound called ecdysterone, and the effect is even more pronounced in older adults whose natural hormone production has declined. This vegetable delivers about 5 grams of protein per cooked cup, but more importantly, it contains the highest concentration of nitrates of any vegetable. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a molecule that dilates blood vessels and increases the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to your muscles by up to 38%. When you're over 70, your body's natural nitric oxide production drops by about 75%, which is one of the main reasons you feel weaker and more tired. But eating spinach regularly can restore those levels to what they were in your 40s. If you're finding value in this information, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because I'm sharing life-changing health discoveries every single week that could transform your strength and vitality after 70, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Researchers at the Karolinska Institute in Sweden found that people over 70 who ate spinach daily had the same muscle fiber composition as people 15 years younger, and they could generate 30% more force in strength tests. The secret to maximizing spinach's muscle-building power is to eat it cooked rather than raw, because cooking breaks down the oxalic acid that interferes with protein absorption and concentrates the protein content. 1 cup of cooked spinach has the same protein as nearly 3 cups of raw spinach. The best time to eat spinach for muscle growth is within an hour after any physical activity, even if it's just a walk or light gardening, because that's when your muscles are most receptive to nutrients. Aim for at least 1 cup of cooked spinach every other day, and buy frozen spinach in bulk because it's flash frozen at peak nutrition and contains more protein per serving than fresh spinach sitting in your fridge. Number 3 is broccoli, and while it might seem unlikely with only 3 grams of protein per cup, this cruciferous vegetable contains a unique compound called sulforaphane that reduces muscle inflammation by up to 73%. Japanese researchers studying elderly populations found that people who ate broccoli at least 4 times per week maintained 40% more muscle mass over a 5-year period. Broccoli contains high levels of vitamin K2, which directs calcium into your muscles and bones, rather than letting it accumulate in your arteries. It's also one of the richest sources of chromium, a mineral that enhances insulin sensitivity and helps shuttle amino acids into your muscle cells more efficiently. Scientists at Johns Hopkins discovered that sulforaphane protects your muscles at the cellular level by increasing protective enzymes that neutralize free radicals, accelerating muscle aging. The best way to prepare broccoli for maximum benefits is to chop it and let it sit for 40 minutes before cooking, which allows enzymes to convert inactive compounds into their active muscle-protecting forms. Then steam it for exactly 5 minutes to preserve 80% of the nutrients while making it easy to digest. You can also eat broccoli sprouts, which contain 50 times more sulforaphane than mature broccoli. Number 2 is lentils, an absolute game changer for building muscle after 70, packing a whopping 18 grams of protein per cooked cup. That's more protein than 3 eggs. Plus, they contain resistant starch that feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which research shows directly influences muscle building and maintenance. A groundbreaking study from the University of Sydney found that older adults who replaced just half their animal protein with lentils gained 12% more lean muscle mass over 12 weeks, while also losing belly fat. What makes lentils particularly powerful for people over 70 is their iron content, with 1 cup providing 37% of daily needs. This iron is accompanied by copper and manganese, which work together to improve oxygen delivery to your muscles and enhance energy production at the cellular level. The secret to maximizing lentil protein absorption is to soak them for at least 4 hours before cooking, which reduces phytic acid and increases bioavailable protein content by up to 30%. The optimal amount for muscle building is 1 cup of cooked lentils per day, split between 2 meals to maintain elevated amino acid levels in your bloodstream. And now the moment you've been waiting for, the number 1 vegetable that outperforms everything else. Edamame contains an astronomical 17 grams of complete protein per cup, but that's not even the most impressive part. They're the only plant food with high levels of genistein, a compound Japanese researchers discovered can actually reverse sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss affecting 50% of people over 70. When scientists at the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology gave older adults edamame daily for just 8 weeks, they increased muscle mass by 7% while improving grip strength by 23% and walking speed by 18%. The protein in edamame has the highest biological value of any plant protein, meaning your body can use almost 100% of it for muscle building. But here's what makes edamame truly revolutionary. It contains natural compounds called isoflavones that act like gentle hormone replacement therapy, boosting anabolic hormones while reducing inflammatory markers that break down muscle tissue. Research from Harvard Medical School found that people over 70 who ate edamame at least 3 times per week had muscle mass comparable to people 10 to 15 years younger. The best way to prepare edamame is to buy them frozen, boil for exactly 5 minutes in salted water, and eat them warm. squeezing the beans directly into your mouth. For maximum muscle-building impact, eat 1 cup of edamame 30 minutes before your most active time of day because physical activity increases muscle protein synthesis by up to 50% when combined with protein intake. Aim for at least 1 cup of edamame every other day and choose organic varieties as they contain 40% more protein and significantly higher levels of beneficial isoflavones. The science is clear, and the path forward is simpler than you ever imagined. These 5 vegetables can literally transform your strength, energy, and independence after 70, giving you the muscle mass and vitality that most people think is impossible as you age. Start with just 1 of these vegetables tomorrow, preferably edamame or lentils for their complete protein profiles, and gradually work your way up to including all 5 throughout your week. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's never too late to build the strong, capable body you deserve.